In other words, you are allergic to people chirping and talking smack. Now, we got a Manny Pacquiao who clearly has been talking about how his shoulder somehow got hurt, and that's why he lost to you, okay? We've got some dude in the UFC, Conor McGregor, talking. Go ahead.
I want to say thank you. For so many years, you and Ben from Fight Hype are the only two that said it was going to be a blowout. Everyone else was Manny Pacquiao. They made commercials. They said I was a coward. They said I was a chicken. And then I made everybody eat their words. Every year, for years, they keep building these fighters, and all I do is just...
But that's where I'm going. That's where I'm going. Because, see, I'm trying to figure out where Floyd Money Mayweather is right now in this regard. Like I said,
I'm a promoter.
Hold on.
I'm a promoter.
I know you're a promoter, but stay with me. I'm getting someplace.
Okay.
You got Pacquiao chirping, talking about he would be healthy this time around, so he wouldn't mind a rematch. We got Conor McGregor, who's in the UFC, talking about he want to be a boxer. He wants a piece of you. I'm wondering, does that chirping affect you? Does it entice you to look at Len Ellaby, the ultimate business manager, and sit up there and go like this, look, man, make the damn fight. I'm tired of this. Does that entice you to do that?
We tried to make the Conor McGregor fight.
Is that right?
We tried to make the Conor
I didn't hear about
fight.
this. Please enlighten me.
Well, we tried to make the Conor McGregor fight. They knew what my number is. My number was a guaranteed $100 million. That was my number. We're the A side, and I don't really know how much money he has made before. I don't know how much money Conor McGregor has made. I'm pretty sure he hasn't even made $10 million in an MMA bout. But we are willing to give him $15 million, and then we could talk about splitting the percentage, the back end percentage on pay-per-view. But of course, we're the A side. You know, how can a guy talk about 20 or 30 million if he's never even made 8 or 9 million?
So let me get this straight. You're saying you wanted $100 million. You offered him $15 million.
I'm saying right here on this show, Conor McGregor keep telling everybody he wants to fight. Let's make it happen.
Floyd, from a competitive point of view, in a boxing ring, that's a non-competitive fight.
That's not my fault.
No.
Remember, I paved the way. Before Conor McGregor, remember, Floyd Mayweather been dominating since the 90s.
I do recall. I was there for the Corrales fight.
I don't know, not just boxer, not just boxer. You can't tell me no other athlete that's been at the top for 20 years.
Right. So, but let me add, what I'm asking is, from a competitive point of view, because a champion who's performed on the highest level for many years must have competitive juices flowing the way Michael Jordan looks at LeBron James and thinks, I would defend him this way, I would play him that way. Do you look at any young fighters today and think, I know exactly how to beat that guy, I'd like to fight that guy? Not in a business sense, from just a purely athletic, competitive point of view.
No, actually not. Actually not.
As crazy as that sounds, Max, and I mean, Max knowing the boxing, I mean, you do the aficionado. As crazy as that sounds, I mean, damn, the president is a Twitter troll, for crying out loud. I mean, anything's possible in the United States of America.
Lacing up the gloves to settle their differences.
And the gloves instead of guns, I ain't got a problem with that.
Put down the guns.
It's not a bad idea.
Put down the guns and put on the gloves.
And is it Abu Dhabi? Is that where you guys are looking at?
No. Los Angeles or Las Vegas, either or.
Floyd, from what I can gather from what you're saying, it seems that your interest, what gets your juices going, is the business of it all. Even in terms of the Conor McGregor, it's about making the deal, the business deal that seems to be exciting you, as opposed to, and you even mentioned this before the Pacquiao fight, you were tired of the athletic, competitive side of it, and you were kind of done with boxing. Is that how you're still feeling? Sometimes after an absence, a fighter will start to itch because he's been doing it his whole life.
I was going to say, what I'm looking to find the next Floyd Mayweather, because I've accomplished everything that I wanted to accomplish. I broke every record in boxing. I'm not here to knock Rocky Marciano. I'm not here to knock Muhammad Ali or no legendary champion that paved the way for me to be where I'm at. But if I don't have that mentality that I'm the best, I wouldn't have accomplished what I've accomplished in the sport of boxing.
Having said that, here's where I'm at. The Floyd Mayweather that I know likes his money. That's why he's Money Mayweather. And no matter how much money there has proven to be in promotion, it seems to me as somebody who lets the world know you own your own brand, so you get the promotional dollars plus the boxing dollars.
But let's get this right. I'm the only athlete.
That's right.
I'm the only athlete that owns his own brand outright, and I'm the only athlete that owns all his fights.
That's right. So what I'm saying to you is, there's nobody that you're representing that's going to generate the money as a fighter that you would generate. So being that, combined with the fact that you love your money, here's my question.
Well, you got to realize this. The thing is this. Conor McGregor has a boss. He has somebody he got to answer to. Pacquiao...
I wasn't even going Conor McGregor.
But Pacquiao has a boss. He has somebody he has to answer to. I don't have no boss.
Yeah, that's true. But the bosses even are going to capitulate to you because the money that they want to generate for the fighters, they know they can't generate the dollars for them going against somebody else.
He's
but they
saying
can generate
he used
them
his
going
leverage to make himself a boss.
Exactly. And now that he's the boss, that's where I'm going. I'm going here. You've got a situation where if Pacquiao continues to look relatively decent and swear and gets everybody to believe that he was truly injured when he fought you, that could potentially be another $100 million fight. Would he get a rematch? Or what about Triple G? I don't want you against Triple G. You know, listen, I believe in you.
Was Triple G the same guy that was struggling with a welterweight?
Yeah. With Kell Brooks.
Okay.
Kell Brooks. But I'm just saying, what he would argue is that he can't get good fights, so he's getting hit on purpose.
So with Pacquiao, is this the same guy when the fight was over? He was raising his hands like this?
That's it. That's the same guy. That's the same guy.
Okay.
That's the same guy. That's that. There's no confusion there. That's the same guy.
I want to make sure.
No one really thinks Pacquiao won that fight.
No. I'm not saying they think he won the fight. I'm saying that because he's saying that he wasn't 100%, he would be 100% for a rematch, which could potentially generate the kind of dollars that you would want. So would that make you reconsider coming out of retirement? That's what I'm asking.
Only thing that I'm probably interested in is probably the Conor McGregor fight.
Really?
Floyd, you mentioned...
I'm a businessman, and it makes more business sense.
Yeah, easy work, 100 million, why not?
I believe in work, like what me and Al Heyman talk about every day, you know. I believe in working smarter, not harder.
Floyd, you mentioned looking for the next Floyd Mayweather. The problem with that is you not only need to find an all-time great fighter who doesn't take a lot of punishment and has the ability to win all of his fights, because a lot of your popularity was based on the fact, oh, no one can beat you. And you promoted that. But you also have to have someone with a personality who can sell fights. So I see fighters like Terence Crawford, like Lomachenko, really excellent fighters. Or are they the next Mayweather? But can they also sell the fight? How do you find that?
Terence Crawford is a hell of a fighter.
Yes, he is.
Lomachenko is a hell of a fighter. These fighters are, I'm talking about, do I think they're going to be in the Hall of Fame? Absolutely. But we're not talking about Money Mayweather. Let's talk about Pretty Boy Floyd.
Right.
Now, when we're talking about Pretty Boy Floyd, we're talking about a 90% knockout ratio. We talk about fast hands, fast feet, combination. I mean, a complete fighter. But you remember, I was a professional as a teenager. So after the Shambe Mitchell fight, my body was completely broke down. Or probably after the Arturo Gatti fight, my body was completely broke down.
It was Shambe Mitchell because Arturo Gatti fight, he didn't touch you. I was there, Atlantic City. The man didn't touch you. I mean, don't even get me started. He didn't even touch you. He didn't touch you.
We got to get a quick break in here.
Broke it down.
Floyd,
What did he break
getting
you down with bad breath? He didn't touch you.
A little something. Talk a little boxing, and we got to get your take. You're a big sports fan on some NBA, NFL stuff. We'll take the focus off you two into some other stuff. That's